I'm actually, like, it sounds like I'm going to be sort of sarcastic or joking when I say this, but I'm actually really liking the sort of podcasty feel to the commentary that we've got going right now, where it's like not even remotely got anything to do with what's going on the screen.
We're just chatting about all sorts.
But it's like we've got, like, there's not really a lot to talk about when it comes to the events of a Sonic level.
No, it's going fast. It's going really, really fast.
Like, if I can go on tangents like earlier about the comic books and stuff, then sure, but when it's just the game, it's like, oh look, here's a laser! Oh, it's a ship!
I call it the USS Ball.
Yeah, USS Ball.
We're gonna go all regular car reviews on this. Going,
I go to the bathroom. About this point in the view, I realized I had to go to the bathroom. Oh no, I missed it. Oh well.
I still love the lawnmower one. When he's just going on and he just wiggles the steering wheel and nothing happens. The steering is whatever.
Oh god.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing when I get home.
Making your own regular car reviews?
No, I was more thinking just probably going back and watching them all. But
oh god, so yeah, that marker down there is like, warning, this place is filled with death.
God, you...
Yeah, I've got a
it's a rocket.
floaty spaceship guy.
Oh, so suddenly we're like zero gravity, but gravity's back.
Give me that. So this is the hover, green hover, or whatever it's called. Ow. Hoy.
Yeah.
It's just ding. It goes up. Alright, I was like, how do I get up here?
Oh.
Whee! Can you handle the speed?
No.
Well, then you probably shouldn't be taking drugs then.
Nope.
Well, that was a close one.
You know, I was thinking what would be the worst job ever to have.
I don't know.
And I think one of the things that came up would be working in an abattoir. That would be pretty bad.
I forget what an abattoir is.
That's where they go to slaughter the animals. So yeah.
Just because of like the mess, or would it be like the ethical problem?
I think partially the ethical thing and having to see animals having their throats slit open in front of your eyes. I was like, that's not too good. I don't want to see that, thank you.
It's not the goat!
Yeah. Just specifically for shit
The
pigs,
one
whatever.
goat. There's like one goat in the whole farm. You're like, no!
Oh, Jerry!
Oh god, I didn't realize there were things in the foreground.
Jerry, no!
Not Gavin.
Gavin is a great name for a goat.
Gavin the goat. Alright, how do I go?
I know there's Gary the goat, that guy who's touring around Australia at the moment with his goat.
Oh, okay. I had to kill everyone to then do this. Hey!
I assume you've never heard of Gary the goat.
No.
Oh, he's a guy. Well, the guy isn't named Gary. The goat's named Gary. He's going around the country just like in a van with his goat, and just he visits people, and he lives in the suburbs and everything else. And there was actually a big court battle a couple of years ago because there wasn't technically a law saying that you couldn't have a goat eating grass in a park, but the police were trying to enforce it anyway. So there's a big court battle saying, yeah, you can't do that, and stupid things. But yeah, now Gary the goat won, so I'm happy. But and what else? Yeah, worst jobs.
Yeah.
We're going on raw snowball tangents now. Just going on to something else. Basically. Oh yeah.
So
remind me to tell you. And
abattoirs not good. Yeah.
Abattoirs aren't good. I think also being like an employee for like Ferrari or Lamborghini or something, and then having to test the fuel economy. So you have to drive the car in the most sensible way possible. When you have something that's worth $500,000 and you're just sitting there like, I want to go, but I can't, or else I'll be fired.
I think just from like personal experience, in like a
Chinese restaurant,
in a tangential way of personal experience, I would say fast food. Because like the Chinese restaurants, it's like, because it's a restaurant, there is this sort of slower speed to it, so you can sort of be like, you can hope for slow days, and stuff like that. Whereas a fast food restaurant, you're basically always going to have like a bajillion customers.
If you worked at Macca's or something, you have to be pretty quick.
Yeah. So, and fast food, like just the pressure in general and all that, it would be, I wouldn't be able to handle it. Whereas a Chinese restaurant, there's at least like, I've had a couple days at the very least where literally nothing has happened, and I've just sat there
I'm being
on the
paid
chair
to sit
for,
on my ass.
Yeah, I literally get paid to like sit there on a chair for 3 hours and just read a gaming magazine. Ow.
That'd be nice.
Oh god.
I don't know. Yeah, my work isn't. It can be pretty stressful some nights. Particularly, there was. Oh, when was I think a Friday.
For people who are like, if
yeah.
it hasn't been made aware yet, Furniture works at a pizza place.
Yeah, I'm the delivery boy. Get in line, ladies. And like there was Friday, I think that was just. I think it was more the anticipation of the stress. So you came, but it was one of those ones where you go out and then you come back and all hell is breaking loose.
Yeah,
breaking. That's a word.
It's breaking.
It's breaking.
It's like someone's literally just sitting there with like a pizza, like it's tearing it apart.
It's one of the nights where you get. I think there's something that the boss was showing me all the reviews of the payment stuff, and we made half of the night's profits, as in for the whole 24 hours, in an hour and a half. So it was a bit stressful, and you kind of come back and you're just staring at looking at the screen, like everything's color coded. So things that were done at the counter are in blue, deliveries are green, and things that come through over the phone or like online are yellow. And this screen is pretty much just full of green. You just sit there, my hands are shaking, just like looking like, right. I don't.
See, at least you have a screen.
Yes.
I don't have a screen.
Yeah.
I don't even have. Like people ask, like, do you have an online menu? Like, we have a Facebook page with a photo of the menu on it. And,
That's so happy. I'm just imagining. Excuse me, you don't happen to have an online menu? Would you? We have a Facebook page with a photo of the menu on it. Is that good?
But what is it? When sometimes people will order, we'll be like, can we have your name, address, and phone number? Because like we need that to get the food to you.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, my name's Mike. It should be in the system, and we'll just be like, yeah, can I have the phone number and address anyway? And they're like, oh, fine. It's like people don't seem to realize that we have pen and paper. And that's it.
Yeah.
We don't have any kind
It should
of
be in the system. There is no system.
We don't have a database of all of our customers to refer to or anything like that.
And then of course you have to. It's like, is that LOB? Is it B for boat?
Some people just be like, my name is Lobburton and I live in 32 14th Street 5 Way. And you're like, what? Are you English?
I am quite a good fan. I was like, I used to live on 42 Lobin 35 Way.
Yeah. And then they'll be like in Sydney, and you're like, oh.
So we don't. So you can have your pizzas or your Chinese food in like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, it would probably take like 2 days or whatever, because Sydney's only like 4-hour drive away, so it wouldn't actually take like if they left immediately and didn't stop or anything like that, it would take like
you'd probably get there in about 2.5 if you did not stop at all.
Yeah.
And if you go delivery driver pace, you'll probably be there in about 2.
Oh, dude. For some reason, I was standing there running there like,
I
gotta wait for something to happen, don't I? But no, I could just jump and start attacking.
I like the fact lights are a direct, thing of how much health it has.
Yeah.
Saying direct.
I'm destroying the headlights on it. That means it's destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
shit.
You just kind of knock the air filters off. It's gone. Sorry.
I did it. I'm winning.
You're killing things.
There's one of the things, is the boss fights in this game are so quick. Can I just, like, laser at him? Die.
Yeah.
Oh, God! Where am I? Where'd you go? There he is.
Well, that was... I don't think that was supposed to happen.
I don't think I was meant to laser through him. I was trying to laser into him.
I just realized they're not headlights, they're thrusters. God, I'm an idiot.
Oh, there you go. Well, it's destroyed. Oh, no. It's not destroyed yet, but it almost is.
Yeah, those things probably... Those...
I like how it just
Those aren't filling me with confidence.
It just has rings for cargo.
Which, why not? It's currency.
Well, like, we don't even know what rings... Because, like, in the comics, I guess they're implied to just be, like, a power source. Like, and sort of Sonic X as well. But it's never really, like... Oh, goddammit. It's always, like... Give me a ring! And then he gets a ring, and then he's like, man, I'm, like, super powered for a time, or whatever. Whereas in the games, it's like... He picks up a ring, and that just means that he doesn't die when he gets hit one time.
The rings are just...
There's no like explanation as to what the rings are. Like, especially in Sonic X, it's just sort of like Tails just has a surplus of them in his plane and he just gives them to Sonic.
Here you go. Thanks. Yeah.
And then I think in the comic it was like they came out of a magic pool of water or something like that.
What?
So they, or at least at one point it was that. It was like there's a magic pool nearby that spits a ring out like every 24 hours or something. And
Just
it gives
one.
him power. Yeah, like
I think
one
you got
ring.
none of those. They're all bouncing ring just running past.
It's because they don't magnify towards you. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Magnify. They don't magnet their way
So
towards
they're
you.
getting bigger at me.
But it's like, yeah, they don't attract towards you, so you just sort of run past most of them.
Oh my.
Like, what is it?
Just run away. I didn't do it. My bad.
And because we weren't paying any attention before, basically Tails was like possessed and went like, I'm gonna kill you, Sonic, and then Sonic was like, no, and then it stopped.
Oh. So he's not possessed anymore.
No.
He was possessed
He was
temporarily.
possessed for one cutscene.
So
That
it's
was it.
he was so it's just oh fuck.
What is the alien doing right now? It's like, "Whoa.
Just chilling out. I was like, I'm a jellyfish, bitch.
Do you want us to save your fucking species or not?
Ah, fuck him.
That's the other weird thing. I guess this kind of helps the credibility of the aliens being in Lost World, is that these are all different worlds that have been attached to each other. Mm-hmm. And yet these aliens are available across all of them. Like, one world specifically is called Planet Wisp.
Yeah.
So I don't know if all the Wisps come from that and they were just sort of spread out by Eggman from all the planets being brought together, or if they come from each of these planets and Wisps are just sort of across all of space.
Damn.
I don't know. It's so not explained. It's just sort of like, we are Wisps and these are the places we're at. And like, you can't really... It's Sonic. They don't...
Yeah.
The point is not to explain it, I guess.
Just like the fact you said, and he's like, so there's 5 generators, we're already level 2, and he's like, so if my math is correct, we got 3 more. Oh boy, I can see your
can do
PhD is
subtraction.
paying off. So I can do division. Oh yeah, square roots.
I still remember, like, in primary school, I was like, I knew what multiplication was, but I hadn't been taught division yet. And then I was doing some like special test thing or whatever, and I just came across the question because we still haven't been taught it by teachers at all. I was just like, I don't know what this means. It's the division symbol. It's like, oh well, it's basically like the opposite of multiplication, where you just take the second number and put that into the first one as many times as you can fit it, and then that's the number you get. I was like, oh, like suddenly it makes sense.
And then when you have to do remainders, that always gets me.
That was when it suddenly was like, oh god, fractions, decimal points. What are these?
I'm like terrible with maths if I'm put on the spot. So that's why if I'm at work and the order is like, you probably roughly guess if it's like 47.85, and the chances are they're going to pay with a $50 note. So you just say, you know, so I don't remember what number I actually said. So it's like $2.15, and then I'll be like, oh, what's the maths on that? And I'm kind of like, how do I? So in hopes I'll go, no, don't worry about it.
I'm usually good with it because, say, like the price is like $47.40 or something like that, and they'll give me a $50 note.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, it's $2.60. Yeah. But then there's some people who are like, okay, here's a $50 note and also 20 cents. And you're like, hey! Like, what do I do with this? Because they think that giving you the cents makes it easier, but it doesn't. Because you've got like the system in mind at that point.